You're watching Ticket TV. Like, share, and subscribe on your way in.
All right, Chad. What's good? Salute everybody tapping in. Y'all already know what it is. We getting right to it. No questions about it. I was gonna put out a video that I had done, and I had already done the video, man. But I found some more information. So instead of me just going back and redoing that video all over again, it just came live. It'd just be better to do it like this. I just came live. Like, share, subscribe. Make sure y'all follow us on all social media. Follow us on Kick. All our social media links are in the description box below this video. Um, Salute to everybody who supports the channel. Cash App, PayPal links in the description box below. And we're going to get right into this, man. The judge in this case, he is now officially on the docket. I repeat myself. The Karmelo Anthony judge is now officially on the docket. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Boy, this case looked like it was disgusting up and down, you guys. You know, I'm very disappointed after seeing a lot of stuff. Now, this is why it's very important to understand a few things when you're dealing with certain types of situations, and this is one of them. You know, Carmelo Anthony never had a shot. His lawyer had been doing cases in this judge's court for 20-some years, if I'm not mistaken, for years, a lot of years. Maybe not been 20, but it's a lot of years he's been doing cases in this judge. He knows this judge, right? So you never know their inner linings and workings. He knows the DA. They've done cases against each other before as well, if I'm not mistaken. Also, yesterday I showed y'all some things. This is the judge right here, John Roach Jr. That's the judge. Now, this judge, boy, they make it hard to get some paperwork on him. They made it hard to get some paperwork on him. I'm going to say it again. Boy, they make it hard to get some paperwork on this boy right here. But y'all know I got some paperwork. Y'all know I got some paperwork. And see, I'm going to tell you something. This is the reason why a lot of these things should have been presented to the public before. Y'all smash the like button, share this video. And a lot of y'all didn't even see the video I dropped last night exposing these guys, right? The Collin County District Attorney and his assistant, Bill Worski, right? So make sure that after this video that y'all go and y'all watch the video, not the live stream, but the video that I released at like probably like 2 o'clock a.m. A lot of y'all didn't see it because I dropped it in the middle of the night, right? It's on this channel, right? And so these two guys, bro, this is disgusting. And I talked about some of this yesterday, right? Now they was put on blast, and I had to start looking into this. And the sad part is that we didn't catch this until this wonderful lady right here. This wonderful lady right here, Dr. Candace Matthews. We didn't catch these guys until Dr. Candace Matthews came out and put this shit on blast yesterday. And it made everybody start looking in the paperwork.
I ain't come out here to play. I came out here since you over here want to call this boy a murderer, then we're gonna take the covers off you. Ain't no way in hell that you need to be a damn DA with this foolishness. Did you know? Hold this, please. I got you. That there is a 75-page federal lawsuit for sexual harassment of the DA that was saying that Karmelo Anthony is a murderer, where you need to be a registered sex offender, sucker. Let me read. We ain't know that. The pot calling the kettle black cow, but you the whole DA out here. Oh, so you thought y'all was the only one that could go in PACES. And let me explain to you what PACES is. PACES is the database for federal lawsuits. See, we have a research team, baby, that's colder than the media. So let me go ahead and read a little bit of it, show you how disgusting it is.
And listen, I totally agree with her because they made it hard to find things on the judge that I tried to find. They made it extremely hard. I tried to find some stuff on the judge, some paperwork. They made it extremely hard. But guess what, y'all? Boy, y'all know me. I'm relentless. Y'all know I got them ethics violations on that judge right here. Oh, you know I got them past ethics violations on that judge right there in the matter of John Roach Jr. Oh, you know F with me, you know I got it, y'all. Like, share, subscribe. We're finna get into this right now. Like, share, subscribe as y'all come on. See, you know, right? You know, I had to get deep to go get that paperwork, man. Boy, they made this stuff kind of hard for me. I ain't gonna lie, man. There's some more paperwork I'm trying to get my hands on that they have is sealed, but I did get the details of that. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's sealed or if it's just too hard to get to. We're gonna get to that on that judge. See that? I got the paperwork right there. Yeah, we're gonna find out about this judge they put up. Because see, this judge, the district attorney, the assistant district attorney, all disgusting. And Karmelo Anthony's own lawyer, knowing these people, having professional relationships as far as working in their courtrooms. So he knew that judge, right? This whole time. He's done cases with that judge presiding, Karmelo Anthony's lawyer. He should have went and got an out-of-state lawyer. There's no way you should have went and got that lawyer right there because he has to work in that county. So regardless of what we think, he had did cases with that judge presiding for years. So that judge knows him. He knows that judge. The DA knows him. He knows the DA. Boy, this is disgusting. But I want to get back because she set this off. Shout out to Dr. Candace Matthews because she set this off because think about this, y'all. The mainstream media didn't even want y'all to know this. You think the mainstream media like TMZ, ABC, CNN, CBS, and all them people don't have research teams to find out who the hell is on these cases? Boy, they got everything. The thing is that what do they want you to know?
After Jane Doe 1 refused defendant Willis, ain't that his name, Greg Willis? Oh, okay. Advances at the Galveston TDCAA conference, he treated her quite differently in the workplace. He began demeaning and berating her. In one closed door meeting, he told her, "You think like a child and I would treat you like a child." Defendant Willis likely appreciated the gender slurring that is implicit in a male supervisor telling a female employee that she thinks like a child. Oh, wait a minute, it gets better. Hold on. More than once, she tried to break free, but he held her tighter. These physical encounters were unwanted and sexual in nature. Jane Doe 1 eventually put in for a position in the Victim Assistance Division and got it in December 2020. This role put her under the supervision of Chief Prickle. With moaning continued the most recent of the sexualized hugs back in April 2022. We got a damn freak for the DA. But you want to talk about Karmelo Anthony. No, we're going to talk about you.
We're going to talk about you. She ain't lying about that. And she busted that open. And now all that information came out about the two district attorneys, y'all. It is diabolical, cynical work. When you look at these guys, man, there is no way this guy right here, Greg Willis, that's a guy who was the prosecuting attorney against Karmelo Anthony. We did a whole video on this last night, so y'all need to go check that video. And his assistant, the assistant DA, Bill Worski, who was in there, he was accused of telling women and talking about women giving BJs and all. I'm like, what in the hell? This is what they got going on in the Collin County Court. And guess what, y'all? There was not even no criminal investigation into these people. When that lawsuit, and I'm not going to go through all that now because I already went through that last night. And on the other video I did, so y'all need to go check that video. But when this lawsuit dropped, hey, hold on, I'm about to show y'all, man. Bro, I'm finna tell y'all something. I was flabbergasted when I saw this right here last night on your screen. I could not believe my eyes when I seen this report right here with these allegations last night. I'm talking about, and this is the district attorney that's prosecuting, trying to throw another dude, talking about he ain't right. This is the two district attorneys, bro. So y'all can check all this paperwork, 75 pages, man. Y'all can go check all this paperwork in the other video. I did a whole video on this. Make sure y'all check this afterwards. I will pin it in the comment section below. Then, look at this, y'all. So you'll see all this information right here in the other one. Right? See, I went and got stuff that they got hidden in the files, like hidden in the articles and stuff. It was so hard to get these articles, bro. It was like, bro, they hit, and then there's other articles where they're hard to get those articles from the past. $1.75 million settlement finalized in lawsuit against Colin DA, top county officials, man. Can y'all believe this? There is no way these people supposed to preside over this case. This is demonic work right here. And then look at this on your screen, y'all. Top Colin County officials and 6 former current employees finalized a settlement for $1.75 million over alleged sexual harassment and retaliation in the district attorney's office, according to attorneys. Right? The federal lawsuit accused District Attorney Greg Willis, this guy who just put Karmelo Anthony in prison. They accuse this guy. He seemed like he need to be right there himself, according to these allegations, of repeatedly making untoward comments and inappropriately touching and propositioning employees. The suit accused his number 2 first DA assistant, Bill Worski, this guy who was his assistant DA that helped put Karmelo Anthony in prison for 35 years, right? They accuse this dude of diabolical work too, targeting women, fostering a toxic workplace, all this type of shit, quid pro quo, corruption, all type of shit. These dudes were exposed for down there in the Collin County Court. What the blue hell is going on? So then y'all know I had to go to the judge. So the DA, we already see what's up with the DA, and they didn't have no. So that needs to be asked. Why was no criminal investigation brought up when you had all these women, multiple women, like 5 or 6 women that came out and said that these dudes were sexually assaulting them, putting their hands up their skirt, pushing up on their breast, all kind of stuff. To the person who said, stop spreading misinformation. Can't be misinformation, sir, if it's in the files. Can't beat misinformation, sir, if it's in the files, Janet Jackass. Now, since you said misinformation, sir, let me put your comment on the screen. Or ma'am, whatever you may be. Not Nancy. Okay, ma'am. Let's get to you. You said misinformation. One thing you better learn about me, girl, I'm surgical with this thing. That is Karmelo Anthony's judge right there. Judge John Roach Jr., right? Now, surprisingly, this judge, at the end of this year, he's going to retire. At the end of this year, right? He's going to retire at the end of this year. Now, all those guys are down there in that good old Collin County district. And to the lady who said stop spreading misinformation, the one thing you're going to learn about Ticket, I am the biggest Ticket, girl. I don't come with no misinformation, baby. See what I'm saying? When I come in here, baby, you better believe one thing. You better believe I checked that list. And you better believe I checked that list twice. Because like I told you, ma'am, before you even came into this stream, I told you one thing, and I'm going to tell you again. I was never capping. Didn't I tell you I had paperwork? Now, ma'am, don't come in here running your fat mouth with a big dog, because you will get ethered when I bring out the evidence. Now, as y'all see, Texas Ethics Commission, I got the paperwork. In the matter of John Roach Jr., that is his judge, ma'am. That is his judge. This is not no misinformation. Hold on. And we're going to go through this. So when you say, oh, no. Y'all mad because we about to expose all of these past things on these guys to the whole world. In his hands, you got the whole world. In his hands, you got the whole world in his hands. And I'm going to show you the light punishment, the slap on the wrist that this guy got, that these guys got for this punishment. Now, since you think I'm joking. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go right to it. In 2018, the most significant, official judicial conduct sanction, promotional misconduct. The most significant professional allegation against Judge Roach occurred in 2018 when the Texas Special Court of Review officially sanctioned this judge, y'all, and they gave him a slap on the wrist. No, he didn't want to say my life is written to ice the women, the life I'm living. Let's keep going. Allegation. He was accused of exploiting his judicial position and using the prestige of his office to advance private financial interests. Oh, but you said I'm spreading misinformation, not Nancy. Now, not Nancy, you disappeared. You disappeared real fast. Where you at? Wait, where you at? Wait, hold on. They baby mama ain't even post a single. Where she at? Where she at? Right? Think about what I just said. Right? Where they at? Where they at? I'm gonna ask y'all a question. Y'all, you thought I was playing? You thought I was playing? Let's read that again. Should I highlight that for you? Right? Right here. The most significant professional allegation against Judge John Roach occurred in 2018 when the Texas Special Court of Review officially sanctioned him. But you think we capping. No, we ain't capping. The problem is the mainstream media didn't want to expose all this. See, when you have the DA that have all kind of filth on them, and y'all need to go watch that video I did on the DA. That video is explosive. When you have the assistant DA, they got all kind of devastating allegations. Bro, it's too much for me to even go through in this video because this video is about the judge. So y'all need to go over there. After this video is over with, make sure y'all go watch that video and share this video and share that other video. That way, the mainstream media cannot ignore it. They have to report on it. And all this gets pushed into the files along with that racist Jake Lane that came down there and basically tampered with that jury and told them, if y'all don't find that boy guilty, well, you know what we going to do. And that's why he's locked up right now with $1 million bond on a terroristic threat. Oh, y'all think I'm playing? So from all aspects, this boy was done dirty. Point blank period. I'm finna show it to you. Because shouldn't no judge with no type of, any type of sanction, misappropriated conduct, nothing. Even the DA should have been on this case. This case should have been removed and put to a whole different county, a whole different venue, y'all. For that case to happen down there, that was one of the worst places of injustice that I've seen in a lifetime. And smash the like button as y'all come here, because I'm finna show you why. They got all types of alleged corruption going on down there. And you have a case down there of this magnitude, no dice. Nope. Because, and guess what, y'all? We ain't finished. As soon as they put out the names of the jurors, we're going to find out their history too, to see if they was on the up and up too. Because I'm going to tell you something, man. This was absolutely diabolical type of work, right? And it is deserved that all these people should be checked before you're able to be in positions to decide or to preside on the life of people who you deem to be criminals when you yourself have had misconduct, sanctions, campaign violations, finance violations, the other ones, sex allegations, sexual assault. Why wasn't the police involved? Why didn't the police pick up? That was a big ass case down there in Collin County with the DA and the assistant DA. They said this man was sticking his hand up these women's legs with skirts on. They said he was out there looking down these women's chest at their breast. I ain't making this up. This all in the paperwork. Now, back to this judge. It said the allegation, he was accused of exploiting his judicial position and using the prestige of his office to advance his private financial interests. This should not be a judge that presided over Karmelo Anthony. Now, some of y'all gonna say, Ticket, man, hey, come on, show it to me. I'm gonna show it to you right now. You know, I ain't capping. In 2016, Judge Roach and his wife, Laura Roach, a family law attorney, so the wife is a law attorney too, co-wrote a book titled Divorce in Peace. So they know the rules, y'all. Him and his wife are both in the legal game. They know the rules. They co-wrote a book, Divorce in Peace. They subsequently launched a multifaceted commercial project aimed at couples seeking divorce. A judicial panel found that Judge Roach went significantly beyond efforts to promote individual book sales by leveraging his courtroom authority and title to promote the business. This is dirty right here. And this is the judge they had presiding over this boy. Now, you're going to say, Ticket, where's the proof? Where's the paperwork? Man, come on, man. F with me. You know I got it. You know I just landed in Europe. Reebok on, I'm a tourist. Huh? What? Let's read the screen, man. Let's read the screen. I would never cap it, man. Texas Ethics Commission, excuse me. And y'all smash the like button, share the video, like the video, man. If you support the content that we bring forth. Because see, all this stuff right here is good enough reason why this case should not even been put in this jurisdiction under this judge, with this DA, or with that damn lawyer. This whole case should have been moved to a whole different jurisdiction because you have all types of conflict of interest that's involved in this case. So his grounds of appeal, y'all need to share this video so the boy mama and daddy can hear this, so they know what the hell to pull up on the new lawyer they get, so they get his boy a fair shot and an appeal and a fair trial in a whole different district. Texas Ethics Commission. In the matter of John Roach Jr., respondent, before the Texas Ethics Commission, SC, and y'all can look this up yourselves too, I ain't lying, 990519, order and agreed resolution. Smash the like button as y'all come on in here. We're going to read this. 1. Recitals. The Texas Ethics Commission, or known as the Commission, met on July the 9th, 1999, and voted to accept jurisdiction of sworn complaint SC 990519 filed against, let me say this again, against John Roach Jr. Respondent. The commission met again on August the 13th, 1999 to consider sworn complaint SC 990519. A quorum of the commission was present at both meetings. Based on the investigation conducted by commission staff, the commission determined that there is credible evidence of a violation of sections 253.031, 254.031, 254.036, and 254.064. Laws administered and enforced by the commission to resolve and settle this complaint without further proceedings. The commission proposes this agreed resolution to the respondent. Now, somebody said this in the comment section. Why ain't Nancy Grace running down on these people? Nancy Grace, where you at? Where's she at? Where's she at? She ain't even post this. Nancy Grace didn't even post this single. Where's she at? Nancy Grace like talking about everything, but why she not talking about this? Tell Nancy Grace, come get a load of this, Nancy Grace. Come get a load of this. Allegations, number 2, y'all. Come on, man. Y'all already know who y'all messing with, man. You rocking with the best. You rocking with the best. And I'm glad that, Dr. Candace Matthews put everybody, shout out to Dr. Candace Matthews, because she put everybody on game. Straight up. And I'm going to tell y'all something. His lawyer, bro, this is how you know the lawyer didn't do no work. The lawyer was supposed to ask for a whole new venue for this case. If the lawyer was on the up and up, he was supposed to ask for a whole new venue. Why? The lawyer has presided down there in that county in Texas for all these years. He knows a lot of this stuff. So if you know all of these things, if you know about the allegations against the DA, if you know about these things against the judge, why not ask for a different venue? Why not say this venue is unfit for my client? That I'm telling you right now, he have a lot of basis for appeal. You can go the attorney angle. You can go to Jake Lang angle, who sat out there and influenced that damn jury with his threats, and that's why he got $1 million bond for a terroristic threat. You can go to angle of the judge and his little shaky pass where he got a slap on the wrist. You can go to angle of the DA, the people who was prosecuting the case. I got you from every angle. You got questions. So he should have asked why his lawyer didn't ask for this case to be moved to a different jurisdiction. And make it make sense, everybody that's listening to this video. Make it make sense. If you got a judge that has been sanctioned before he was a judge and then got in trouble for campaign finance situation, hold on. You got a DA that they paid the settlement $1.7 million for all them sexual allegations that all those women had of sexual assault. Where, check this out, they was hit with a slap on the wrist. They were still able to work after all those allegations. I'm going to tell y'all something. There was a case that just happened where the police chief and the judge was having sex in the judge's office. They lost their jobs. They lost their jobs. These dudes denied it, but they still did the payout. Paid these people $1.something million. And then, once again, I'm trying to tell y'all this. To the person who said he chose his own lawyer, but that doesn't mean nothing. Just because you choose a lawyer, your lawyer still has a duty to do the best in your interest. And when you see he doesn't, guess what? You have an argument. See? So you who said that, Charles Frisia, whatever your name is, learn the law. Learn the law. All you have to do is prove that there is, without a reasonable doubt, your lawyer did not act in your best defense. And this lawyer didn't. The first thing this lawyer was supposed to do was move this case to a whole different jurisdiction. Why? Because he already knew of all the alleged corruption that had been going on down there in Collin County. You don't have to believe me. After this video is over with, I'm going to put the link in the comment section, y'all. Go watch the video. I did the whole breakdown on all those allegations. The woman said that the assistant DA was around there talking about women giving blowjobs. The DA was, she said that he was putting his hand up women's skirts on their legs and rubbing their legs, rubbing on their arms, pressing their breast up against him, inviting them to hotel rooms, using the fact that if they didn't want to have sexual advances towards him, that he would use that against them in their job. That's quid pro quo, like a mother. Stop playing with me, man. I'm surgical with this thing. So you're going to tell me these are the people that's supposed to be upright to uphold the law. They got these type of allegations against them that it wasn't even a criminal investigation. All Cassie had to do was drop a lawsuit and they put a whole federal investigation on Diddy. But these dudes got multiple women on their helmets making all these allegations in the courthouse. What is more diabolical, man? In the courthouse. And there was no criminal investigation. And they paid the settlement. And they paid, and don't even tell me I'm lying because I got it right there. Baby mama ain't even posted single. See, y'all, I'm tell you something. Then you hit him with an all-white jury. Then you bring Jake Lang outside and got him threatening the jury that if they don't find this boy guilty of murder, he gonna stand on it himself. Come on, man. And the cops stood right there outside while he was out there causing that ruckus. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. And when everybody was asking me, particularly, why you talking about Jake Lang? Bro, that was an intricate part of this whole situation. All the pieces fit. Let's get back to the judge, though. We got to get back to this guy right here, the judge, because last night we did the DA and the assistant DA. Today, we're on the judge right here. Oh, judge, we're going to look at you. We're going to look at you. So read the second line right here, y'all. And y'all see it. Y'all know I was never capping. Y'all see this right here, man. We ain't even got to go any way around this. Then we going straight at this. Straight at this, right? So everybody just need to stand up, man. Simple as that. Everybody need to stand up on this. So allegations. Y'all see this on your screen, right? So the complaint alleges that the respondent, who is Judge Roach, the judge that was over Carmelo Anthony's trial, John Roach, right, accepted campaign contributions and made campaign expenditures before filing a campaign treasurer appointment, failed to properly itemize contributions and expenditures in the excess of $50, misclassified campaign expenditures from personal funds as loans. Look at this now. Misclassified campaign expenditures from personal funds as loans, and reported most of his activity on forms that were not prescribed or approved by the Texas Ethics Commission. Come on, bro. What we talking about, man? And I'm telling y'all this. To the person who said the jury was not all white, they wasn't all black. There wasn't no black person on there. So you basically talking about all white, Middle Eastern, and Indian. Know your role and shut your mouth. You sound like a racist. Goodbye. You sound like a racist. Goodbye. Goodbye. Talk about them sexual assault allegations that the district attorney and the head district attorney and assistant got against them. Don't come here running your mouth against me. We talking about the judge now. Don't come here talk about that. Y'all so high on the law. Talk about all the women down there, white women, that say that these dudes was inviting them to their hotel rooms and using that to control their jobs. Married women, you pressing their breast up against you, screaming at them, cussing them out, calling them hoes, calling them sluts. All this, that's all in the paperwork, man. I ain't making this up, man. And these are the honest, righteous, law-abiding citizens that's supposed to decide on the life of a black man with a non-black jury, nobody black in the jury, with a judge who got this on his docket, they got a slap on the wrist. Man, stop playing, man. Stop playing, man. Stop playing, man. Y'all niggas better stay away from me, man. Y'all better stay away from me, man. Give me 50 feet, man. Give me 50 feet, dog. So they say he misclassified campaign expenditures from personal funds as loans, and he reported, y'all, most of his activity on forms that were not prescribed or approved by the Texas Ethics Commission. Now check this out, y'all. The respondent alleges that this complaint, right? Now he says that it's frivolous and was bought in bad faith for purposes of harassment. That's what the judge said, right? Now check this out. The facts supported. Now this dude who came on to be a judge said, nah, it ain't true. So he denied it. But guess what? They said, nah, you can't deny this. They got facts supported by credible evidence. But this is supposed to be the judge presiding over this man's life. Y'all stop this, man. We're not finna do this in the year 2026. It was hard for me to find some of this information. And there's still some more paperwork I want to find. And they better hope I don't find it. They better hope I don't find what I'm looking for. I asked somebody right now that I know can get me anything, any type of paperwork I need. They better hope I don't find this paperwork I'm looking for about this judge. If I find that paperwork, it's going to get real smoky around here. I'm telling you this, but it's going to get real spooky around here if I find that paperwork I'm looking for. Because I'm looking for some other paperwork. And they lucky I can't find that other paperwork right now. They are lucky I can't find that other paperwork. Because I'm damn sure I've been up all night. To everybody listen to this video, and y'all hit the like button, share the video, man. I've been up all night trying to find this paperwork, bro. Not this one, but it's some more paperwork I've been trying to find on this judge. And for some reason, it has been inaccessible. It's like it's almost been locked, right? It's almost been locked. That's what it seems like, you guys. But I'm going to find it. Now, look at this, y'all. Read this right here. The facts supported by credible evidence. So the judge who, this is before he was a judge, he denied this, right? But they said, hey, man, we got facts. So it says credible evidence available to the commission supports the following findings. That one, the respondent, who was a judge at this point in time today, his name was John Roach, was a successful candidate for the city council in the May 1, 1999 election. Two, the respondent's campaign treasurer appointed was received and stamped by the city secretary office on February 17th, 1999. Three, in his written response, the respondent, who is John Roach, stated that he never knowingly violated the election code and that he mistakenly filed his campaign treasurer appointment by mailing the form to the Texas Ethics Commission on February the 1st, 1999. And y'all, look at them. They triggered, y'all. They triggered. He said, who cares? We care. That's why you here. We care. We care. Because when we get that new trial, that get back gonna be a mofo when we get that new trial, baby. That get back gonna be a mofo when we get that new trial. So you say who care? We care. And guess what? You care too. That's why you here. That's why you here sniffing around this whole situation. You care. Oh yeah. We definitely gonna bring all this up. Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah. We definitely bringing all this to the front step, and this is a fact. You understand what I'm saying? So you get mad as all you want to get. Don't matter to me. Let's keep going, y'all. See how they try and throw you off your game? They can't throw me off my game. I'm too surgical for this thing. They can't throw me off my game. And and you know what? Let me say this. I'm glad, thank God, that Dr. Candace Matthews came out with what she came out with yesterday. Because I was getting ready to post a video on the judge before she even came out with that. And what she did was, when she did that, she made me go back and do a deeper dive. When I did the deeper dive, that's when I started to find this paperwork. And I'm trying to find one more set of paperwork on this judge that has been hard for me to get. And if I can find that paperwork, it's going to unlock a whole lot of stuff because can't nobody see it. I tried to get to the website to open it, and I can't open it. Matter of fact, I'm going to show y'all. Just so y'all know, I ain't capping. I'm finna show y'all what I'm talking about. Hold on. Let me put this up here. See, I can prove everything I come on my channel and say is not lies. It's not cap. I can prove it. I can prove it. I'm finna show y'all this, right? So maybe some of y'all, maybe somebody on here can go find this, right? But for some reason, I can't find it. It won't come up. For some reason, it just won't come up. Look, watch this, y'all. When I tried to pull up that PDF file online, I went to the website. You know what it said, y'all? The request is blocked. The request is blocked. This man says any excuse to decide. No, ain't no excuse. Ain't no excuse. If you're going to court, sir, you would not want a judge who has question marks. You would not want a DA who has sexual assault allegations against them. You would not want to be a white person and have an all-black jury. See, y'all don't want to reverse the tables. See, I can just reverse the tables. You would be losing your mind if there was a black man outside the courthouse that said the same thing Jake Lane said, but said that they don't find this person. Y'all would lose your mind. So when I tried to pull up this other PDF file that's on here about this judge, it said the request is blocked. So I'm trying to find somebody right now. I'm trying to find one of the homies, and I'm going to tell y'all what it is. I'm trying to find one of the homies that I know can get me any kind of paperwork I need to get to find out what's on that paperwork. But I did find out, but I want to see the paperwork myself. I found out what's on that paperwork. I'm going to show y'all in a few minutes, but I didn't get to see the actual paperwork. So I want to, because that is somehow it's been locked. So I want to see that paperwork. And if I get, they better hope I don't get that, because it's going to be a part 2 to this if I get that paperwork today. And I've been working on that all night long trying to get that paperwork. Now let's get back to this, right? So it says, right, that in his written response, you guys see this, we cooking. You understand what I'm saying? 400 degrees. Y'all know what it is. In his written response, the respondent stated that he never knowingly, that's the judge at this time, now he's a judge, and then he wasn't, but it said he never knowingly violated the election code and that he mistakenly filed his campaign treasurer appointment by mailing the form to the Texas Ethics Commission on February the 1st, right? On February the 1st, think about what I just said, 1999. He stated that the name, address, and phone number for the commission were listed on the form and that there's no indication that the form should be mailed to any other location. The respondent provided copies of his original campaign treasurer appointment, which was date stamped by the commission office on February the 8th, 1999. Let's keep going. The respondent stated that he called the commission that same day to inquire as to when the appointment would take effect and was told by a staff attorney that the date of the postmark would be the effective date, y'all. He assessed that he had a good faith belief that he had appointed a campaign treasurer. Y'all know I got the paperwork, man. Number 5. This is John Roach, y'all. He stated that he was not informed of his error until February the 16th, 1999, when he received a letter from the commission notifying him that he should file his campaign treasurer appointment with the city secretary. The respondent stated that he filed his treasurer appointment with the city secretary the next day. The respondents corrected 30-day, right, before election report discloses that he accepted campaign contributions and made campaign expenditures before filing a campaign treasurer appointment with the city secretary. The report shows approximately $300 in contributions and $950 in loans from the candidate and a $280 expenditure before the appointment was properly filed. The respondent's reports show that he timely filed a 30-day before election report on April the 1st, 1999, right? April the 1st, 1999, and timely filed an 8-day before election report on April the 23rd, 1999. The 30-day before election report shows the only contribution entry as quote unquote C Exhibit A. Listen what I told y'all now. Attached to that schedule is a computer printout of contributions which provides the names, addresses, and phone numbers of the contributors and amounts of the contributions, but does not provide the dates on which the contributions were accepted. Smash the like button, man. Y'all gotta get the likes up, man. This is too good right here, man. The 30-day before election report shows that the only loan entry as C Exhibit B and attached to that schedule is a computer printout titled Respondent Loan to Campaign. The listing provides the dates and amounts of the expenditures and the payees' names, but does not provide the purposes of the expenditures or payees' addresses. That's crazy, y'all. Number 9, the 30-day before election report shows the only expenditure entry as the C Exhibit C and computer printout of Judge Roach's or John Roach's at that time's expenditures. The listing provides the payees' names and the amounts of the expenditures. The listing does not provide the payees' addresses or the purposes or dates of the expenditures. None of the attached listings are on a commission form. The 8-day before election report provides attached computer printouts for the contributions, loans, and expenditure schedules. The contribution listing provides the required information. The listing for loans provides the amounts, dates, and payees, but does not provide the purposes of the expenditures or payees' address. Finally, the expenditure listing provides the payees' names and dates and amounts of the expenditures, but does not provide the purposes of the expenditures or payees' addresses. Again, none of the attached listings are on a commission form. This is crazy, y'all. This is crazy. I'm telling y'all this right now. Listen to this, y'all. Number 12. In his written response, Mr. John Roach stated, that was the judge in Karmelo's case, that he inadvertently failed to list. He said it was an accident, y'all. Oh, it was an accident, man. He had inadvertently failed to list specific dates, but that he complied with the spirit of law and will ensure compliance in the future. The respondent stated that he reported expenditures from his personal funds as loans as permitted by the Ethics Commission rules. The respondent, Judge Roach, who's a judge right now in Karmelo's case, states that as the candidate is not a financial institution, it should be understood that there is no maturity date or interest rate to report. He also stated that the purposes of his expenditures are self-explanatory from the names of the payees. The respondent stated that he complied with the election code in the form of his reports, and that he filed the appropriate affidavit and schedules, and that he filed attachments to each of the schedules in the form of computer printouts. The respondent stated that these attachments provided the same information as the schedules and were the same size as the commission form. Let's keep going, y'all. The respondent filed a corrected report and good faith affidavit for the 30-day before election report. The good faith affidavit states that the dates of contributions and expenditures were inadvertently left off the original reports. He keeps saying he did it on accident, y'all. I forgot to report it. I didn't mean to do it. And that all the information contained, listen, y'all, and the original reports is accurate. The respondent, which is a judge at this point, he says he did not file a corrected, or it says the respondent did not file a corrected report and good faith affidavit for the 8-day before election report. So he didn't even file a corrected report, y'all, and a good faith affidavit for the 8-day before election report. Now, the findings and conclusions of law. Now, this is where it gets diabolical. The facts, not what Ticket's saying, not what somebody on TikTok saying or X saying, but the facts described in Section 3 support the following findings and conclusions of law. Number one, y'all, each candidate shall appoint a campaign treasurer as provided by Chapter 252 of the Election Code, Section 252.001 Election Code. Number two, an individual must file a campaign treasurer appointment for the individual's own candidacy with the clerk or secretary by the governing party or body of the political subdivision of the office sought. Section 252.0053 Election Code. Number three, a candidate may not knowingly accept a campaign contribution or make a campaign expenditure at a time when a campaign treasurer appointment is not in effect. That's Section 253.0318 Election Code. Number four, a campaign treasurer appointment takes effect at the time it was filed with authority specified by the Election Code, Section 252.011 Election Code. Number five, although the respondent believed that he had filed a campaign treasurer appointment on February the 1st, it was not filed with the authority specified by the Election Code, y'all, which is the city secretary, until February the 17th. The respondent's corrected 30-day before election report discloses that he accepted campaign contributions and made campaign expenditures before filing a campaign treasurer appointment with the city secretary. Therefore, y'all, let me say this again. Therefore, there is credible evidence of a violation. Read this, y'all. This ain't me telling y'all this. This is the paperwork on this dude. There is credible evidence of a violation of Section 253A Election Code for accepting contributions and making expenditures before filing a campaign treasurer appointment. Number six, an opposed candidate must file campaign finance reports no later than the 30th and the 8th day before the election. Section 254.064 Election Code. The respondent was an opposed candidate and therefore was required to file pre-election reports. Let's keep going, you guys, right? A candidate who files a campaign finance report must disclose contributions accepted during the reporting period. Now, they're busting them up on this paperwork. Look at all this paperwork, y'all. We ain't even got to read all this. I'm going to tell y'all something else, right? Now, watch this, y'all. Watch this. Watch this, y'all. Right? This dude got a slap on the wrist. He got a slap on the wrist, right? Confidentiality and sanction, right? This order, an agreed resolution, describes a violation that the commission has determined is neither technical nor de minimis. Accordingly, this order and agreed resolution is not confidential, so they made it public under section 571-140 of government code and may be disclosed by members and staff of the commission. Sanction after considering seriousness of the violations described. Now listen, this is not me telling y'all this. This is on paperwork. After considering the seriousness, listen to this, of violations described under sections 3 and sections 4, including the nature, circumstances, consequences, extent, and gravity of the violations, after considering the fact that no previous violations by this respondent are known to the commission, and after considering the sanction necessary to deter violation, the commission imposed a $300 civil penalty for the violation described under section 4, paragraphs 5, 14, and 6, right? So check it out, y'all. He got a slap on the wrist for that. Now hold on, y'all, because you know I'm a double back. Rev Run Bubble Bath. You know I'm a double back, right? Now check this out, y'all, right? Now listen to this. The outcome. The court ruled that he willfully violated the Texas Code of Judicial Conduct. He was issued a public abomination. He was abolished publicly. Let me just say that. Cat got my tongue. Which is the lowest available form of disciplinary sanction. They gave him a slap on the wrist. And then he responded to the ruling by saying, right, no good deed goes unpunished. Now, you would think that was it, right? You would think that was it. Now, remember I told y'all this? And I told y'all, I said, bro, I'm trying to find that paperwork because of this, y'all. That wasn't the only thing. That wasn't the only thing. As y'all see right here, that wasn't the only thing, ladies and gentlemen. Right? Think about this, what I'm saying to y'all right now. Right? Now look. So he had this in 1999, the campaign finance violations, right? Early in his career. And then in 2018, he come back, y'all, and he got a slap on the wrist for this with the official judicial conduct sanction, promotional misconduct. So again, he was accused of exploiting his judicial position, being a judge, and using the prestige of his office to advance private financial interests. What is my point? He had campaign finance allegations, and he was sanctioned for that in 1999, right before he became a judge. Then he becomes a judge, and then in 2018, he gets banged again, y'all. Over what? He was accused of exploiting his judicial position and using the prestige of his office, being a judge, to advance his private financial interest. And that's why I wanted that paperwork. That's why I wanted this paperwork that says it's blocked, to see exactly what it said inside that paperwork that he did. But guess what I did, y'all? Guess what I did? You know what I did? Right? And let me show y'all this. I think it's good to show y'all this. All right. So I did the search on the document. I did the search on the document I couldn't find. Y'all hit that like button, man. We should have over 1,000 likes by now. But check this out. It says this document details the 2018 judgment and opinion issued by the Texas Special Court of Review regarding an inquiry into Judge John Roach Jr. Now, once again, I see somebody in the comments saying this has nothing with the case. Yes, it does. And here's the reason why. You have a DA, and I'm tired of explaining it to you, but it's hilarious to me. You have a DA that has accusations of sexual assault, sexual misconduct, quid pro quo, and corruption in the Collin County District Attorney's Office. Not only the DA, but the assistant DA. They both were hit with these charges. And not only were they hit with these allegations, they actually had to pay out a settlement of $1.7 million. And there was never any criminal investigation, even though you had multiple women that said that these men, that especially the DA, the main DA, the lead DA, sexually assaulted and put their hands up their skirts. Now, I did a whole video on that last night. Again, when this is over with, I'm going to put the link in the comments. Y'all need to see that video because the details are absolutely demonic against those guys, right? Now, again, see, it's one thing if you accuse them. The ladies, they got paid. All those women that came forward against these, and they said they used that office as a sex machine to basically control all these women, feel up on all these women, do all of this, and use the control, call the women whores, sluts, cussing them out, everything. It's all in the paperwork. I ain't make this up. I got it all in the paperwork. And see, so this is the district attorney that you had bringing the charges. Then the judge, he had sanction violation before he became a judge. And then I showed y'all this. Right? That document I told y'all details the 2018 judgment and opinion issued by the Texas Special Court of Review. Now listen to this right here. Regarding an inquiry into Judge John Roach Jr. The court reviewed a prior disciplinary action taken against him and issued a formal public obligation, right? The lowest available form of public sanction. So he got a slap on the wrist. Now check this out, y'all. The core charges and final verdict. The state commission on the judicial conduct originally brought 3 charges against Judge Roach. The special court of review ruled them. This is how they were ruled as follows. Charge number 1, guilty. Right here, I outlined it. Guilty. He willfully violated Canon 2B of the Texas Code of Judicial Conduct by lending the prestige of his office to advance his and his wife's personal interest. And his wife's a lawyer. If that, they know the rules. And they're saying he was found guilty of using his position as a judge to violate, listen to this now, in advance him and his wife's private financial interest. I ain't making this shit up. Go look it up yourself. That's why I wanted to see that paperwork. That's why I wanted to see the PDF file. I wanted to see the paperwork. Because if I can get that file, just like I showed y'all with the other file, I can give y'all a full description. He better hope I don't find that file. Somehow they got that file where it's blocked. He better hope I can't find that file. Or he better hope somebody else can't find that file. Somebody good's going to find that file. Somebody really good's going to find that file. Let's keep going, you guys. Let's keep going. So it says, charge number 2. He was found partially guilty of charge number 2, right? He willfully violated Canon 4D1 by exploiting his judicial position through business dealings. However, he was found not guilty of engaging in frequent transactions with people likely to come before his court. So he was found partially guilty of that, right? So they say, well, why you didn't do it with nobody that came in your court? We still find you guilty of exploiting your position through your business dealings. This is all on this judge. And then charge 3, they found him not guilty of violating the Texas Constitution through statements in his book. The commission argued his written statements cast discredit on the judiciary, but the court ruled his statements were legally sound and protected. So he got found guilty on charge 1, partially guilty on charge 2, and not guilty on charge 3, right? You hear what I'm saying? Now let's keep going, right? So the background of that book project that he had, that this whole case was around. The case centered on a multifaceted commercial project launched in 2015, 2016 by Judge Roach and his lawyer wife. Laura Roach, a family law attorney and a mediator. So they knew the rules. And this is what they doing, y'all. They knew the rules. They both in the legal system. The project consisted of 3 interconnected components. 1, the book, a 212-page book titled Divorce and Peace: Alternatives to War from a Judge and Lawyer. The book featured a photo of the couple on the back cover, noted his career as a district judge who presided over 10,000 cases, and included sections titled Judge's Perspective. Also, number 2, the client referral service. Listen to this, y'all. A for-profit entity called the Divorce and Peace LLC, DIP LLC. Somebody check out that LLC, man. I'm going to go check out that LLC too. You know I'm going to do my homework, y'all. Managed entirely by his wife, Laura Roach. It charged local family law attorneys subscription fees ranging from $59.99 to $199 per month to be listed in an online professional network. That's why they say he used his judicial position. Let's keep going. Let's keep going, because you know, like I said before, the website, a site, divorceandpeace.com, that sold the book and hosted the attorney. Let's keep going. How the codes, ethics codes, was violated, right, by this judge. Now, listen, y'all. The court rejected the judge defense. The court rejected, let me put this outline this one. The court rejected Judge Roach's defense that a brick wall separated his book from his wife's referral business, right? They ruled that the entire project was an interconnected loop designed for joint financial gain. The loop, the book, used Judge Roach's judicial credentials to gain credibility, containing 11 distinct invitations, y'all, telling readers to visit the website to hire attorneys from the network. Boy, this is diabolical work. Mass marketing. The project mailed out promotional brochures to 18,000 recipients, including 12,000 Texas family law attorneys, urging them to pay and join the network. The brochure featured Judge Roach's photo and the book cover. Let's keep going, y'all. Promotional videos. The couple, right? The couple filmed beta marketing videos. In one, Judge Roach appeared next to a picture of a gavel, explicitly highlighting his position as an elected judge, right? Now think about this. Think about this, y'all. I want y'all to think about this, right? Other videos featured invitations for attorneys to partner with us, though Judge Roach claimed he felt uncomfortable with the videos and tried to block them. They were live on the website for 30 days and mistakenly left permanently on YouTube by an overseas production company. Woo! And just to give y'all a preview, that's the judge. That was Karmelo Anthony's judge. That was the judge. Now, they got slaps on the wrist for this stuff, y'all. Slaps on the wrist for this stuff. That was a judge. I want y'all to think about what I'm saying, y'all. That was a judge, right? Right? Now, hold on, y'all. Now, I want y'all to see this, right? That was a judge. Now, everybody need to check this out. What I was showing y'all yesterday, right? On this guy. And I did this video on this guy and this guy. But this is the lead district attorney. So I showed y'all from every aspect. You had Jake Lane, the racist, outside threatening the jurors. Right? That's illegal. He's in jail right now with $1 million bond. Jake Lane. He's got $1 million bond for terroristic threats. Right? So we all have to remember this. Right? He's in jail right now on $1 million bond. Are y'all following me now, right? For making terroristic threats, right? $1 million. They're not playing with his ass. They finna pack him up. He finna get packed all the way up, right? They finna get him out of here, bro. Point blank, period, right? Now, we're gonna show y'all that, right? We're gonna show y'all that. Hold on. We're gonna show y'all that, right? Hold on, let me put this on the screen for y'all. We're going to get this to y'all right now. Because this dude right here, he think, you know what I'm saying? He think it's cool, right? He think this is cool. Here you go right here. So as y'all see, right here on the screen, Jake Lang, who was pardoned by Donald Trump, right, for that January the 6th Capitol riot, he's been arrested because he made those terroristic threats. Remember when I told y'all this, right? He's got $1 million bond down there because he did that. Now, check this out, y'all. Check this out. So you got that situation right there. Then I can't find this because that for some reason, like I told y'all, for some reason that was blocked. Now, for what reason? I have no idea why that was blocked. Right? I'm gonna find it though. I'm gonna find it though. You damn right. You damn well better believe I'm gonna find it. And then this, y'all. And then this with the district attorney, as I told y'all yesterday, and everybody has to go, right? Shout out to let me see who that is. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Shantae Wilson, salute to you, $150 in the Cash App. Appreciate it. Much love to you with the donation. Y'all want to donate too? The link's pinned at the top of the comments. Then you have this. And I told y'all this last night, and y'all need to go watch this. I'm just going to give y'all just about 3 minutes of this because that video, I'm going to put the link in the comment section of y'all just so y'all can see this because everybody that's watching this needs to see this. This right here, ladies and gentlemen, this is against the district attorney and assistant district attorney. Look at all of these claims that woman got, man. That is sad right there. And as y'all see that paperwork right there, those are all the claims. So once again, you got the judge that got his situation. You got the district attorneys who are prosecuting the case. Look at this shit. They got this. You got Jake Lang threatening an all-white jury, non-black, mostly white, Indian, and Middle Eastern, right? No black people in the jury. You got, and then you got an in-state lawyer who has worked in the same court as the judge and have had cases against this same DA and has to work in that county. This case easily should have been moved out of that jurisdiction. And then not only that, something else the judge did that I told y'all this yesterday. And it surprised me. And I said this for the last like 3 days, if y'all listen to me. The one thing the judge did, and everybody kept saying ticket. Well, why were you so serious about Jake Lang? What made you like get on Jake Lang? Like that don't mean nothing. I told you it mean everything. I told you guys. This right here. Let me show y'all. This right here, what I'm about to show y'all, it means everything. And I'm going to tell you why right now. What he did on your screen, Jake Lang, he went up there with that bulletproof vest on. But I tell everybody, I brought the judge into question because the judge did everything except for one thing. And I'm going to tell y'all this again. Y'all need to think about this. The judge made this case airtight. He took it off TV so none of the general public can see what was going on in the court, right? He only allowed a certain amount of people from the public, selected people, a certain amount in the courtroom, right? He controlled every aspect of this case, right? But y'all know what happened? If he did everything so strict, why did he let the jury go home every day? Everything he did was strict, except he didn't sequester the jury every day. Matter of fact, the jury did not spend the night, one night, sequestered in this case. Why is that important? It's important because The jury can be affected by what, y'all? By social media. When Jake Lang went outside that courthouse, and this is the reason why his bond is $1 million and he's facing up to a decade in prison, maybe even more time for this one charge. He made a huge mistake. He misused his words, and the words he used destroyed him. And then he went and clarified it and stated, and he basically incriminated himself and stated that if the jury did not find Karmelo Anthony guilty of first-degree murder, that he was going to take matters into his own hands. When he said that, he destroyed the entire. So I have it from every angle. So I had to think. So sometimes you got to use your mind. I said, why did the judge make everything in this case? Why did the judge make everything in this case so strict? Except the only thing the judge didn't make strict, he didn't sequester the jury during the trial. What does that mean? That means when the jury went home every day, they got to look at their cell phones. And guess what they got to see on their cell phones? Jake Lang on TikTok, Jake Lang on X, Jake Lang on Instagram, Jake Lang on Facebook, and Jake Lang on YouTube, making terroristic threats to the jury that if the jury did not find Karmelo Anthony guilty of first-degree murder, so it made me think, well, why didn't the judge sequester the jury if he was so strict about every other aspect of the case? Why not sequester the jury? Why not? For the entire trial. That way the jury could not be affected by social media. Listen, there's a reason why Jake Lang has a $1 million bond, because they know he effed up bad. And I'm going to show you something. This will forever be his undoing right here. When he posted this on his official account and he admitted what he said to that jury, he's done. Peep game.
Hey guys, it's Jake Lang here. I'm in the Dallas County Jail. They ripped me off the plane today. Dozens of officers treating me like El Chapo. They drove me through the tarmac. They've arrested me for a felony.
Now, listen to what he says right here. Listen to why he said they arrested him and they gave him $1 million bond. Just let you know how real this shit is. See, people don't understand. That case he got, normally $10,000 bond. All he needs is $1,000. He out. They hit him with $1 million bond because they know what he said is that serious. Now listen to what he says next. He tells you himself. This dude ain't got no brains. He tells you himself that he threatened the jury. Listen up, y'all.
They've arrested me for a felony, what's called terroristic threat, simply because I said that if the jury did not find Karmelo Anthony guilty, that we the people will deal with justice.
That we the people will deal with justice if they didn't find Karmelo Anthony guilty. Now, guess what? Do your research. All it takes is for one juror to have heard his message that made millions of views when he was saying that shit during the trial on TikTok, X, Facebook, and every other website. All one juror be in fear and change it. And I'm going to tell y'all why it's so real. Because yesterday it came out a report. It came out a report. See, I tell y'all, the one thing about your boy, I don't miss nothing. I don't miss nothing. That's the one thing. God bless me with a sharp mind, y'all. You know why this is very plausible? Because something happened yesterday that I reported to y'all. News. Yesterday, this happened. And this is being reported now, that the Karmelo Anthony jurors fear for their lives as disturbing trend explodes in retaliation for that verdict. And they're gagged from speaking publicly. This was reported yesterday. Because now you had dudes just walking up to random people, assaulting them because they thought that they were jurors. So this brings even more credence to why Jake Lang is being held on $1 million bond, because if any of the jurors heard his threats and were afraid, and that caused them to change their thought process in any way, that's immediate grounds for a mistrial. And you don't have to believe me. You can ask any lawyer worth their salt. You don't have to believe me. You can ask any lawyer worth their salt. And here it is right here. This was reported yesterday. Y'all can see it right here. June the 11th, 2026. Now watch this, y'all. There are growing fears for the Karmelo Anthony jurors amid a disturbing viral video trend of agitators attacking people across the country, claiming they were part of the jury that convicted him. Did y'all not see that? So when this happened, and I told y'all this right now, see, you guys got to understand something. It puts everything into doubt now. It puts the entire proceedings. It puts the jury. It puts the district attorney. It puts the judge. And it puts Karmelo Anthony's lawyer all in the crosshairs of question marks. And Jake Lang too. And I told y'all, think about this. Why did the judge be so strict on everything in this case except for the jury? Why would you let the jury go outside during this case, but restrict everything else and say, no, this case can't even be on TV? You know why? You don't want it on TV because you don't want the general public to be able to see what's going on in the court. But you want that jury to go outside down there in that deep south of Texas, right? And listen to what I said to y'all. Jake Lang admitted it, why he was arrested. I'm not saying this. He's telling you why he was arrested and has $1 million bond that's facing over a decade in prison. Listen.
Through the tarmac, they've arrested me for a felony, what's called terroristic threat, simply because I said that if the jury did not find Karmelo Anthony guilty, that we, the people, will deal with justice.
Now, the jury, according to those other reports I showed y'all, they're already afraid of the threats in the aftermath. So you don't think they will be afraid of this threat from Jake Lang? There's a reason why they got him on $1 million bond. If I'm that boy's parents and I do my appeal, all of these things should be presented. The fact that Jake Lang was outside the courthouse threatening people, threatening jurors for an outcome, right? The fact that the jurors were not sequestered during the trial at all. The fact that the lawyer did not ask for a new venue, knowing that the judge has had past sanction against him and misconduct allegations against him, knowing that the district attorney, these guys and his assistant both have multiple women that accuse them of sexual assault, sexual harassment, quid pro quo, and corruption in the Collin County Courthouse. And to that, I have evidence of those claims that were paid. As y'all see right here, it was paid. They got 1.5 milli, or 1.7 milli, excuse me, 1.7 milli. And then this, the biggest of them all. This paperwork right here on your screen. Kim Pickrell, Keith Hensley, Fowler LaFleur, Vikim Lay, Jane Doe 1 and Jane Doe 2 versus the Collin County, Texas, Greg Willis, that's the head DA, that's him. In Karmelo's case, that's him. Bill Werschke, the assistant district attorney in Karmelo's case. That's him. That's him. Oh, we're going to expose all of it. And as y'all see, all those other people that's listed down there as well that worked in that office. But the main claims were against those two. And just to skim, just 1 second to skim through this, just a second. I wanted to show y'all this because this is some demonic work. And again, I'm gonna put the link in the comments. Y'all need to go watch that video and share that video I put up because I went through all of this. For all of y'all who want to hear the nasty stuff that was, bro, it was damn right sad, bro. It was downright sad, man. Now listen to this, y'all. Number 28, y'all see on y'all screen right there. Between 2016 or 2011 and 2016, y'all, and y'all smash the like button as y'all come on in here. Defendant Willis, that's DA Greg Willis, had several first assistants. The first assistant is the highest ranking prosecutor in the office, while the others then the elected DA. The first assistant generally handles prosecution of capital murder cases, serious felonies, as well as ultimate supervision of attorneys in the office and media inquiries. The first assistant is generally considered the top rank in the attorney of the chain of command aside from the DA. So he runs everything over there. And y'all smash the like. We should have over 1,000 likes. What's wrong with y'all, bro? This video should have over 2,000-3,000 likes, man. This is the problem. Y'all ain't even standing up, bro. Y'all ain't even standing up and standing on business, man. Y'all supposed to been hit that like button, man. Y'all are capping. I'm be honest with y'all. Y'all are capping. Because the stuff I'm going to show y'all, because shout out to the lovely sister who put this out. She didn't have time to go through all this. I had time. I had all kind of smoke for this. Right? Now look at this. Look at this. As a part of Mrs. Pickrell's reporting to the DA Willis, he required exceptionally long meetings on a weekly basis. These meetings sometimes went on for hours during the entirety of the meetings. He required his door to remain closed. During these meetings, the DA Willis sometimes moved from the seat behind his desk to the seat next to Mrs. Pickrell's desk and the seat facing his desk. This seating arrangement was tight and it caused their knees to touch. On one specific occasion, he quote unquote needed help on an electronic document located on his computer, and he invited her over to his computer area. Once she was in place, he began to stroke her hand with his hand quite frequently. He would give her full frontal body hugs while pressing her breast into his chest, rubbing her lower back with his hands and moaning like, oh. He often remarked about the condition of her body, saying that he could tell she quote unquote worked out. DA Willis told Mrs. Pickrell how good her body looked and that he just couldn't be around her because she looked so good. On another occasion, he alluded to his own arousal and said he couldn't sit next to her anymore because he couldn't help. This is a married woman. He couldn't help himself getting excited because she looked too good. On multiple occasions, he told her she was beautiful and that she had beautiful eyes. During these extended meetings, there were times where the DA refused to discuss business and instead asked personal questions. Personal questions. Listen to what I said to y'all. Personal questions, right? About her family's life. The harassment and unwanted touching at the computer was typical, right? But unusual only in the pretext that there was a business purpose. He told, right, Mrs. Pickrell expressly that his motive for these meetings was personal, not business. Not business. We only got 571 likes. That's a shame. That's a shame, bro. Y'all don't want these videos to spread. Y'all don't want the truth to be spread out, man. Y'all sad. I'm sad for all of y'all watching this video. It's sad, bro. These videos should have been there 10,000 likes, man. Because this right here, think about this, y'all. All these people, and they had no criminal investigation, bro. None. And they paid them. And the cops should have went down there and cleaned out this whole goddamn office. This whole DA should have been cleaned out. Think about this, y'all. I'm showing y'all this. All of this. Now look at this. On another occasion, DA Willis chose to pull Mrs. Pickrell into his office. He pulled her into his office from the hall. After doing so, he pulled her body into his, pressing her breast against his chest. He then leaned towards her with his face in an attempt to kiss her on her mouth. There was no agenda or official county business to discuss. This was simply his way of showing her he could control her and that he would continue to use her as an object for his romantic or sexual desires. Mrs. Pickrell understood that to keep her position as a chief investigator, she would be required to tolerate DA Willis's sexual advances as a part of his quid pro quo, as well as tolerate his abuse when she did not submit to his advances. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Y'all see this? Do y'all not see this? Do y'all not see this? I even showed y'all in here last night. Look, they said that she was making role play. Come on, bro. These are the dudes that's telling y'all Karmelo Anthony he's a bad individual. He has to go to prison. He breaks the law. Man, these dudes been accused of all kind of sexual assault, sexual harassment, corruption. Talking about women's giving blowjobs, and to the person who says making the claim is not proving it, they paid them $1.7 million. They settled with him. The hell you talking about? And not only that, they had witnesses too. They had male witnesses too. That's right. See, when you read the paperwork, you learn. So don't come in here talking about some making claims. That's right. So that same thing could be used for Karmelo Anthony in self-defense. Right? But guess what? We didn't get to see the video because the judge, he closed the case from the TV. Now, when I show you this, now y'all move the goalposts. Y'all don't care about sexual assault no more. You only care about the shit when it come to Diddy. Don't none of these women on YouTube talk this shit and keep this same energy when you see weirdos like this guy and this guy who just helped put Karmelo Anthony in prison for 35 years. Y'all see these girls come on here and talk about Diddy every day. Talk about black men every day. Don't want no smoke with all them allegations against Donald Trump. Don't want no smoke with all them allegations against these weirdos right here on your screen. None. They ducked that conversation. Peep game. They ducked that conversation now. Peep game. Right? Right? And then you get these little people coming here mad because you exposing this corrupt. And there was no police investigation. Think about this. When have you ever seen 5 white women come forward, accuse men of sexually assaulting, sexually harassing, quid pro quo, and absolute complete corruption in the DA's office, and there's no police criminal investigation? Make it make sense. But if this was a black man, there would have been a full criminal investigation. No question about it. If you had 5 white women come out against a black man and accuse them in the DA's office, right, of all the things they accuse them of, they'd have locked them dudes under the jail. These are facts. They'd have locked them under the jail. Here you go right here. Look at this shit. They'd have had this all over CNN. This just happened in 2023. It ain't like this was a decade ago. This just happened. Bro, they said that this guy right here, the assistant DA, I want y'all to think about this. The assistant DA was down there talking about women giving blowjobs. Come on, man. Come on, bro. It's in the paperwork right here. They accuse him of that. It's in the paperwork. Let me show y'all that. It's in the paperwork. I have that in this paperwork. They said he was sitting up there talking about a woman giving blowjobs down there in the DAO. These are the type of weirdos you got, allegations you got against them down there. And to tell you there was no police investigation. And they talking about, oh, well, nobody reported to the nigga. Cassie didn't report it to the police. Cassie came out just like this and did a lawsuit, and the authorities picked up the case themselves because of her allegations. Now ask yourself a question. Why didn't the authorities pick up these allegations right here? Look at this. This is 75 pages of not only allegations, but also, right? I'm just telling y'all. I'm showing y'all what it is. Ain't no cap in my rap. Ain't none. Right? So y'all need to go look at my other video, because I man, like I said, I showed y'all all this. And that video needs to go viral so they can see that too. And they said that the DA, the assistant DA Worski, is 6'5" man who's screaming the F word at women repeatedly down there. Read that first line right there on that page. Whiskey repeatedly screams F-U-C-K at the prosecutors and around them. Being screamed at by a 6'5" man is frightening and uncomfortable. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. I told y'all this. I ain't got no reason to come here and lie to y'all. I ain't got no reason to come here and lie to y'all. Right? But now we're going to make a real big mess around here. We're going to make a real big mess around here now. We're going to make a real big mess around here. Because now this has been put on blast to the world. For the entire world to see. The entire world to see. And I'm going to show y'all this. I'm going to expose this to the general public. Y'all see it right here on y'all screen. I'm showing y'all all this stuff. They accuse him of grooming. Look at all this stuff, y'all. Grooming. Look at all this shit. Grooming. Placing hands on her. Physically turning her around. Placing his hands on her. Turning her around. Asking him what did they want him to, or her to call him. Right? Come on, man. Come on, man. Right? How they treating subordinates. Female, all these women on YouTube hooting and hollering and crying about Diddy, but ain't got no smoke when you see this. And y'all see this, y'all gonna ignore this. Because you gutless. I'm gonna call you out. You heartless and you gutless. You'll only talk this shit about black men. You won't talk that shit. You scared of your daddy, Donald Trump. You won't talk that shit about, you won't talk that shit about the Collin County DA. You won't talk that. If this was Diddy, it'd be a million videos. This is the facts. These are the facts. They said that Bill Worski was down there calling females bitches, sluts, whores, and gossips. It's right there in the paperwork. I ain't lying. Read the shit. Read it. Read it. And I don't even care if this video get demonetized, because the truth is going to be told. It's going to be told. Y'all see it right there on y'all screen. I outlined it. I outlined it. Right? Look at all this. Told her to get wet and stay wet. Accused two prosecutors of having an affair. RUFUCKING. I'm outlining all this for y'all to see. Right? Told the female Who raised you? To a female attorney that he accused of speaking out against the office. So when somebody spoke out against these Bamas, they said he told them, who effing raised you? Come on, bro. Come on, bro. If this ain't, bro, I don't even know what else y'all need. What else do y'all need? This is a demonic, this is a demon. This is an alleged demon right here, bro. The stuff they accuse this man of, this is demonic. No question about it. No question about it. But look at this stuff, man. Boy, this is crazy. And here's the thing. If all this stuff would have been brought out before the trial, they would have had to move the venue. They would have had to move the venue. If all this was brought out before the trial, if the lawyer, that's why the lawyer need to be investigated. The lawyer know this happened. He down there in Texas, so he know this. If the lawyer, and I'm gonna say it again, all he had to do was bring this up and say, look, we need to change the venue with the judge and with the DA. I have problems about their ethics. But guess what? You won't do that if you got to continue to work with them down there. Because you got to live down there. So they'll look at you like you a traitor. Gave that man a 5-hour defense. Y'all better stop playing with me like I'm some type of fool, man. Mama ain't raised none. Not at all. Not at all. I don't show y'all all this. Right? Look at this, man. And when you know, in charge, you ain't got to worry about no discipline. Look at this. Wirsky said, it's not like effing a woman. There's no need for foreplay. Come on, bro. This is a DA, assistant DA. These are the people that told y'all that Karmelo Anthony deserved to be in prison. But they don't. With these type of allegations, they don't. And this wasn't even investigated by the cops? Man, y'all tell me. Y'all tell me. Y'all tell me. Look at this. They said he went in there and he told the girl, right? The DA Wirsky came into the office and yelled, I can't sit in here. You look like a whore in a whorehouse. Bro, this is crazy. And I'm talking about 75 pages of this shit. And y'all telling me this didn't meet the requirement for a police investigation? Boy, that shows y'all corruption at a whole different level. This is corruption at an entirely different level, man. No question about it. No question about it. There is none. There's no question. I think this is it right here where he said this. Hold on. Let me see. Boy, I tell y'all, man. I think I saw this right here. I know I saw it. I know I saw it. Where they said he told the girl, or he talked about what she giving blowjobs. I don't told y'all this. Let me see. Where did I see that at? I know I seen it right here. I don't miss stuff like that. I don't forget nothing. Like, I ain't forget nothing like that. Hold on. What he said. I know it's over here. I'm about to show y'all that. And y'all need to go, like I said, watch that other video. I showed it all. In that other video, I 100% got it over there. 100%. Right? Right? Look at this. Then they said, as she stood there, the DA, that's the head DA, Willis, look at this shit, y'all, grabbed a mat that was big enough for only one person to stand on. He placed it on the floor under the pretext of helping her feet while she was wearing heels. He looked her up and down. Defendant Willis, the DA, then stood next to Mrs. Lee, began rubbing her forearm. While Willis rubbed her arm, he moaned, and sighed in a sexual manner. Ooh. He then said to her, sometimes I can't help myself. He often told her that he can't help himself when he was near her. Think about this. And they say while he was doing that, his assistant, Worski, had an unfettered access to the misdemeanor and felony divisions by virtue of his position as the first assistant, right? Right? And they say that he had a tremendous discretion to treat his subordinates how he wanted. So y'all sitting up here telling me, and then all y'all got to do is go, all y'all got to do is go look at my, I'm about to put that link in the comments in just a second. I can't believe I don't see it right here. I'm going to put that link in my comments. Go look at my other video and look at all the other stuff I showed y'all about what he said. They alleging he said. Talking about, he sat up there talking about some, I think she's, they say he said something like, I think she's giving blowjobs. What? Man, bro, I'm telling y'all, man. Boy, the devil is a lie, boy. Straight up. He ain't no way. Y'all lucky I don't see it right here. God seen it right here. I'd have showed it to y'all right now. I wanted to show y'all that part. I know it's in here. I thought I saw it like around the top right here, this page. I know I saw it over here. But it's in my other, it's definitely in my other video. Yeah, it's definitely in my other video where I pointed all that out. Right? Disgusting, man. Right? Don't worry, I'll keep your secret. That's what it said. He said. Boy. Let me see. Is this it right here? Hold on. Let me see if this is it, y'all. Hold on. I'm going to show y'all this. They say he also referred to prosecutors as mother effers. Look at this, y'all. Now, I want them to be called under oath. I want them to be brought up. I wanted a complete police investigation into them. Period. I want a complete investigation into the whole entire Collin County. Right? All of them. Right? Every last one of them. Every last one of them. No question about it. Right? So, yeah, the judge, all these dudes, man. Yeah, bro. It's bad, man. Y'all let me know what y'all feeling on this, man. I'm going to put the link. Hold on, y'all. Let me drop this for y'all because y'all need to go watch this. Y'all going to see it when I put it over there because I know I ain't miss it. I'm just missing it on here because I went through it. Oh, here it go right here, y'all. Here it go. I got it, y'all. Look at it right here, y'all. Look at the small print, y'all. Y'all see that small print right there under 78? There it go. Do y'all, everybody in the comment section, press 1 if y'all see that small print under 78 right there. If y'all see the small print under 78 right there, press 1. Press 1, y'all. Let me make sure y'all can see that in the chat. If y'all can see that small print right there, I got press 1. And y'all can blow that up on y'all screen. You can use your screen to blow that up, right? Read the second or the third line right there. Also, during meetings, Worski has speculated to a secretary Also, during meetings, DA Worski has speculated who a secretary has been sleeping with and discussed blowjobs. Didn't I tell y'all this? Didn't I tell y'all that? Didn't I tell y'all that? I don't miss none of that shit, bro. Didn't I tell y'all? These are the dudes, and this is him right here. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hold on. This is him right here. These are the dudes that sent Karmelo Anthony to prison. But they got these type allegations on them. Right? Think about what I just said. Now, everybody listen to this video. What y'all need to do is demand that there be a criminal investigation into the Collin County DA's office, right? And there needs to be a formal complaint. And I'm gonna try to see if I can get one of the homies to write up a petition to get him a new trial. We need to get a petition going to get him a new trial based off all of these findings. Straight up, bro. Straight up, man. And RIP to Austin Metcalf. We don't praise nobody losing their life. It's not fair that the kid lost as a kid, bro. But all the corruption that's around here, you can't tell me this is a fair case. I'm sorry, it's not. The whole public deserved to see that video, bro. The video they show in court, the whole public deserved to see that shit, bro. Because the daddy said yesterday that 2 dudes walked up to him, them 2 boys, and they ain't even call that boy up there. That's messed up, man. That's messed up, man. That's messed up, man. That's messed up, man. You understand what I'm saying? So once again, everybody in this comment section, we need to stand on that. For real, man. Now, everybody that's listening, I'm finna show y'all. All right? So I need y'all to do this right here, chat. Let me get this to y'all right now. All right. So I put this link that exposes the district attorney. I put this link here, and I need all y'all to share that link. I need all y'all to go share this. We got to get the word out. We got to get the word out. There it is right there in the comments, y'all. I put it in the comments. Do y'all see it? Right there. I pinned it in the chat, you guys. Right there. Y'all see that, right? I need all y'all to go do that. Y'all go watch that video right now. Watch that video. Click that link. That all you gotta do is touch that little part right there. It's pinned in it, right there in the live chat, and click that link. And you go and these are the people that's prosecuting shit. And this is the judge. So the judge, the district attorney, the assistant district attorney, and that damn raggedy ass lawyer he got. And Jake Lane threatening the jurors. Y'all make sure y'all go watch that video right now. The link is right there in the chat.
Hey, we always appreciate the support, and if you guys want to do so, you can use the Cash App or PayPal links. They'll be in the description box below this video or pinned at the top of the comments. The top donators will be announced every month. All right, you guys, hope y'all enjoyed the video. Like, share, and subscribe. Make sure y'all cop the merch, and make sure that you get the weight loss formula. The links to that will be in the description box below this video. Check out our next video coming up right now.